Good morning, children. Welcome to Grade 4 Mathematics online class. So, children, we are dealing with the Unit 4 division, isn't it? So, in the previous class, we have discussed about how to do the division problems, isn't it, ma'am? And also, we know how to check the division problems, isn't it? And today we are going to see how to frame the word problems in division. Okay, how to frame the word problems in division. So, in the addition, subtraction and multiplication, we will use some keywords while framing the word problems. Then some words we will use. Likewise, in the division word problems, we will use some words. Okay, so we can see what are the words we will use it in the division problems. Okay, so what are the words we will use means we will use split equally, then equal parts, then shared between, each, like these words we will use it in the division word problems. Okay, so words like each, then equal parts, shared between, split equally, etc. These are the words we will use it in the division word problems. Okay, so the division word problem, they will give the details of many things and they will ask for the one thing. Okay, so in the division word problem, they will give the details of many things and they will ask for find out the detail of one thing. Okay, so it's the opposite of multiplication, we know, isn't it, ma? So let's start today's class. So Roman number 5, we have framing word problem. Okay, framing word problem. First question we have 96 divided by 8 is equal to 12. 96 divided by 8 is equal to 12. So here we are going to frame this problem as our wish. Okay, so our wish we can able to frame the words for this problem. Okay, ma? So first we can write the solution and we can frame the sentence as Mrs. Priya has 96 goldfish in 8 bowls. How many fish were in each bowl? So this is the question I have framed. Okay, ma? So for the given question, I have framed the word problems as Mrs. Priya has 96 goldfish in 8 bowls. How many fish were in each bowl? See, Mrs. Priya has how many goldfishes, ma? She has 96 goldfish in how many bowls? She kept in the 8 bowls. Okay, so she kept 96 goldfishes in 8 bowls. How many fish were in each bowl? So they asked to find out how many fishes were in each means what, ma? 1. Okay, in one bowl how many fishes are there? Okay, so totally 8 bowls are there. In 8 bowls there are 96 goldfishes are there. We have to find out how many fishes are in one bowl. Okay, in one bowl how many fishes are there? So for the question I have written, see, 96 is the what, ma? That's the total number of goldfish. Okay, 96 is the total number of goldfish. So I have written 96 in the bracket. We have to write total number of goldfish. Okay, so 96 is the total number of goldfish. Then what symbol is there? Division symbol is there. So next we have to place the division symbol. Next, what's number 8? What is 8, ma? That is the number of bowls. Okay, 8 is the number of bowls. 8 is the number of bowls. Then equal to, so we can place equal to. Then if you divide 96 by 8 means what's the answer you will get? Yes, you will get 12. So we can write 12. That's what? Fish were in each bowl. So in each bowl, that means in one bowl how many fishes are there? Yes, totally 12 fishes are there in each bowl. Okay, see, once again 96 is the total number of goldfish, then divide by 8. 8 is the number of bowls. Okay, it is the number of bowls. If you divide means, if you divide 96 by 8 means the answer will be 12. 12 is the fish were in each bowl. So the 12 is the fish you have, sorry, she has in one bowl. Okay, we can see the next problem. So next problem we have to frame the word problem for the question 84 divided by 12 is equal to 7. Okay, 84 divided by 12 is equal to 7. So I have framed the question as 84 books are to be packed in boxes. If one box has 12 books, how many boxes are needed? See the question, ma. 84 books are to be packed in boxes. If one box has 12 books, how many boxes are needed? So totally there are 84 books are there. Okay, how many books are available, ma? There are 84 books are available. This 84 books have to pack it in a boxes. Okay, this 84 books have to packed in a boxes. So if one box has 12 books, so if they are keeping 12 books in a box, okay, in one box, if they are keeping the 12 books, means how many boxes are needed? So how many boxes are needed to keep this 84 books? We have to find out. Okay, have you understood? So totally 84 books are available there, and this 84 books have to packed in a boxes. So what they given next, in one box they are arranging the 12 books. They are packing the 12 books in a box. Okay, in one box we want to find out how many boxes are needed to arrange this 84 books. Okay, so see, in the question 84 is there, that is the total number of books. Okay, 84 is the total number of books. We want to write in the bracket. Okay, 84 is the total number of books. Next symbol is division symbol. Then 12. 12 is what, ma? 12 is the number of books in one box. Okay, it's given here. If one box has 12 books, so we have to write 12 is the number of books in one box. That's equal to, if you divide 84 by 12 means what's the answer? It will be 7. So 7 is what, ma? Boxes needed. Okay, 7 is the number of boxes needed to packed this 84 books. Okay, see once again, 84 is the total number of books divided by 12. 12 is the number of books in one box. 12 is the number of books in one box. That's equal to what's the answer? 7 is the answer. 7 is what, ma? Number of boxes. Okay, that's the number of boxes needed to arrange this 84 books. Okay, have you understood this? Next we can move on to the next Roman number. So next Roman number 6, we have the word problem. Okay, next Roman number is 6, that is word problem. So here, what's the first question, ma? We have the first question as 552 chairs are equally arranged in 12 rows. How many chairs are there in each row? So once again, 552 chairs are equally arranged in 12 rows. So totally there are 552 chairs are there. These chairs are arranged in how many rows, ma? In 12 rows. Okay, so in our classroom also we have some chairs, no? So we will arrange the chairs in row wise, isn't it? So likewise there are 552 chairs are there. This 552 chairs were arranged in how many rows? In 12 rows. Okay, then what they asked to find out, we want to find what? How many chairs are there in each row? How many chairs are there in each row? We don't know how many chairs are arranged in each row, but we know what, ma? There are totally 552 chairs are totally there, and these chairs are arranged in 12 rows. They asked to find out in one row how many chairs we can able to arrange. Okay, how many chairs are there in each rows? Okay, so we can do this problem. First we can write the solution. So first what is given? 552 is the total number of chairs. So we can write total number of chair is equal to, okay, so from the first line itself we can write it. Okay, so total number of chairs is equal to what? 552. So 552 is the total number of chairs. Then so first line is up to this is over. Okay, are arranged in how many rows, ma? 12 rows. Okay, let's arrange this 552 chairs are arranged in 12 rows. So we can write number of rows. Okay, number of rows is equal to how many rows are there? Yes, 12 rows are there. Okay, next what they asked to find out? They asked to find out how many chairs are there in each row. So we can write therefore number of chairs in 1. Okay, each means what, ma? 1. Okay, number of chairs in 1 row is equal to, if you divide 552 by 12 means we can able to find out in one row how many chairs are there. Okay, we can able to find out in one row how many chairs are there by dividing the 552 by 12. So we can do the division. So as a rough work we can do it at the right side. Okay, so 552 52 is going to divide by 12. Okay, going to divide by 12. So we need to know the 12th table. Okay, so look at the first number ma. This is ones, tens, 100. Okay, in the 100 place we have 5. Okay, in the 100 place we have 5. So first we have to take the 100 place value. Okay, so in the 100 place we have 5. So in the 5, how many 12s are there? In 5, how many 12s are there? There is no 12, isn't it ma? Because 5 is less than 12. So what we have to do? We have to write 0 in the quotient. So if you are not able to do the division, means we have to write a 0 in the quotient place value. Okay, in the 100 place value of the quotient, we want to write 0 because 5 is in the 100 place. We can't able to divide the 5 by 12. So we have to place 0 in the quotient. And next what we have to do? We have to take the tens place value together. Okay, if you take the tens place value together with the 100 place, means we will get 5 and 5. It will make it as 55. Now we have 55. So in the 55, how many 12s are there ma? Yes, 1 12 is 12, 2 12s are 24, 3 12s are 36, 4 12s are 48, 5 12s are 60. Okay, it will be greater than 55. So we can take it 4 12s are 48. Okay, so we can write 4 in the tens place value of the quotient as 4, and we can write 4 12s are what is 4 into 12 is 48. Okay, 48. Next we can do the subtraction. Okay, next do the subtraction. So if you subtract 5 minus 8, okay, 5 minus 8, it's not possible to do. So what we have to do? We have to borrow from the next value, that is 100 place value we can borrow. So if you taking a number from 5, means this 5 will change to 4 and this 5 will change to 15 now. Okay, now 15 minus 8, 15 minus 8 is what? Yes, that's 7. Okay, we get 7, and 4 minus 4 is 0 only, so we can write 0. So we got 7 as a reminder. Next we have the ones place value, that is 2. So we can bring down the 2 now. Now 7 and 2, it will make it as 72. Okay, so in 72, how many 12s are there? Yes, we can see the table of 12. So 1 12 is 12, 2 12s are 24, 3 12s are 36, 4 12s are 48, 5 12s are 60, 6 12s are 72. Okay, 6 into 12. Okay, 6 12s are 6 into 12 means 72 is the answer. Okay, you will get the product as 72. Next we can subtract 72 minus 72. Okay, next we can subtract 72 minus 72. If you subtract, means you will get 0 as the answer. Okay, understand ma? So now we have to divide this 552 by 12. If you divide, means what's the quotient? What's the answer ma? In the quotient we have 46. So we know that in one row there are 46 chairs are there. Okay, in one row they arrange 46 chairs and totally we have 552 chairs. So from here we can write the answer. Therefore, number of chairs in each row. They asked to find out for each row. No, in each. Okay, in each row. Okay, here they ask in each row. So we can write in each row is equal to 46. Okay, that's 46 is a question. No, so we can write number of chairs in each row is equal to 46. Okay, have you understood ma? So we can write first total number of chairs. Okay, total number of chair is what ma? 552. Next they given, they are arranged this 552 chairs in 12 rows. So we can write next line as number of rows. Okay, number of rows is what ma? 12 row. No, so we can write 12. Next they asked to find out in each row, in one row, how many chairs are arranged. So we can write therefore number of chairs in one row is equal to 552 divided by 12. So if you divide 552 by 12 means what's the quotient ma? What's the answer? 46 is the answer. So from here we come to know that there are 46 chairs are arranged in a one row. Okay, in one row there are 46 chairs are available. Okay, next we can move on to next problem. Second problem, a school has 650 students. If 25 students are assigned to each teacher, how many teachers would be needed? A school has 650 students. If 25 students are assigned to each teacher, how many teachers would be needed? So listen ma, in the question what they given, in a school how many students are there? How many children are there ma? Yes, totally 650 students are there in a school. So if 25 students are assigned to each teacher, so 25 from the 650 students, they are taking 25 students to the one teacher. Okay, each means one teacher. So they are assigning 25 students to the one teacher. What they asked to find out, how many teachers would be needed. Okay, if they are arranging 25 students to one teacher means how many teachers are needed to assign for the 650 students. Okay, I understood this. So we can write the solution and listen from the first line itself. We can start to write the solution. Okay, so in a school, how many students are there? Yes, 650 students are there. So that's the number of students in a school. So we can write number of students in a school. In a school is equal to 650. Okay, number of students in a school is equal to 650. Next, if 25 students are assigned to each teacher, so we can write this line as number of students. Okay, number of students assigned to one. Okay, each means one. Okay, from the question we can write to one teacher. Okay, to one teacher is equal to 25. So listen once again, number of students in a school. How many students are there in a school? There are 650 students are there in a school. So next they are assigning the 25 students to one teacher. So we can return as number of students assigned to one teacher is equal to 25. So what they asked to find out, how many teachers would be needed. Okay, so if you arrange 25 students to a teacher means how many teachers are needed to assign the 650 students. So we can write therefore number of teachers. Okay, number of teachers needed. Okay, number of teachers needed is equal to 650 divided by 25. 650 divided by 25. So if you divide 650 by 25 means we will get the number of teachers needed to assign this 650 students. Okay, so we can do the division. So 650 is the dividend, we can write inside, and 25 is the divisor. So we can write the 25 outside. Okay, that's a divisor. Okay, so always the divisor will be less than the dividend. Okay, so first we have to take the 100 place value. So in the 100 place value what we have 6. This is 1s, 10s, 100. No, so 6 is the 100 place value we have. So in the 6 how many 25 is there ma? No 25, no, isn't it? Because 6 is less than 25. So if you are not able to do the division means we can place a 0 in the quotient. We know, isn't it ma? So 6 is not possible to divide by 25. So we can place the 0 in the quotient. Okay. Next we have to take the tens place value together. Okay. So if you are taking the 100 and tens place value means we will get 6 and 5 is 65. Now we have 65. So in the 65 how many 25 are there? Yes, 125 is 25, 2 25s are 50, 3 25 is 75. So if you are taking 3 into 25 means it will be 75. It will be greater than 65. So we can write 2 into 25. Okay, 2 into 25. 2 25s are 50. Okay, 50. Okay. Next we can subtract the 65 by 50. So 5 minus 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. Next 6 minus 5 is 1. 6 minus 5 is 1. So we got 15 as the remainder. Next we have the ones place, we have 0. So we can bring down the 0. Now we have 150. So in 150 how many 25s are there? Yes, 1 25 is 25, 2 25s are 50, 3 25s are 75, 4 25 is 100, 5 25 is 125, 6 25 is what? 150. So we can write 6 in the quotient. Okay, in the ones place of the quotient we can write 6. So 6 into 25, 150 is the answer. So we can write 150. Next we have to subtract 150 by 150. So 150 minus 150 is 0. So what's our quotient? We have the 26. So from here we comes to know that what ma? There are 26 teachers are needed to assign the 650 students. Okay, so we can write the answer as number of teachers. Okay, they asked to find out number of teachers needed. No, so number of teachers needed is equal to 26. Okay, so number of teachers needed is 26. Have you understood, ma? So listen, here they have given the school has 650 students. If 25 students are assigned to each teacher, how many teachers would be needed? Okay, so from here we comes to know that number of students in a school is 650. The number of students assigned to one teacher is equal to 25. Each means what, ma? 1. Okay, each means 1. So each, the word is changed. I have written as 1. One teacher is equal to 25. Therefore number of teachers needed. Okay, they asked to find out how number of teachers needed. No, so we can write number of teachers are needed. Okay, that is 650 divided by 25. So if you divide 650 by 25 means you will get 26 as the answer. That is the number of teachers needed to assign the 650 students. Okay, so children, we have completed the unit 4 division. So you have to do practicing the division problems. Okay, you have to do practice. Okay, ma? So only can able to do the max problems easily. And next class we can start the unit 5. Okay, unit 5, factors and multiples. Okay, factors and multiples. So we can meet in the next class. Okay, bye. Thank you so much.